Something unsettling has always lingered in the Nevada desert, beyond simple rumors and sensational news headlines. Area 51 is whispered about in hushed tones, as if acknowledging its existence invites scrutiny. Stop to consider the official disclaimers. Does the government truly hide only experimental aircraft there? Or is that just a sliver of the bigger picture? Montaigne once cautioned us against accepting easy answers, urging us to examine the intricacies hidden behind conventional truths. Here, just beyond Groom Lake, the puzzle pieces never quite fit. Some say we've glimpsed reversed-engineered spacecraft. Others speak of more intangible projects, like mind-bending psychological experiments or advanced AI prototypes. Yet nobody can confirm what's real, and that gap between rumor and reality is exactly what draws us closer. Ask yourself, why does a simple military facility spark such endless fascination? The sense of dread is not merely about extraterrestrials, but about our own unconfirmed suspicions. Montaigne believed that the pursuit of knowledge is as much about questioning as it is about discovering. By stepping onto this path, we follow in his footsteps, prepared to doubt everything, save for the quest itself. And that quest leads to the locked doors encircled by armed patrols and miles of desert hush. We are about to peel back the unspoken layers of truth and subtle deception, revealing echoes that might redefine what we think we know. You might never see things the same way again. Truly, unusual sightings have sparked wild theories, but have you ever caused to wonder if we're missing a more fundamental question? Instead of focusing solely on the possibility of alien contact, we might ask what these secrets reveal about us. Montaigne's approach suggests that true wisdom involves examining ourselves as much as external phenomena. Yes, alleged UFO sightings and rumored alien autopsies can be mesmerizing, but that's just the surface. Could Area 51 be a reflection not merely of government secrecy, but of our own fear of the unknown? One curious detail arises from decades of declassified documents. Test pilots described bizarre flying shapes they could not interpret, even though they were part of classified projects the public never knew existed. Is that enough to prove anything supernatural? Perhaps not. Still, a hush always settles when you speak to these individuals, the sense that something bigger lurks just beyond their vantage point. Montaigne believed that uncertainty should provoke deeper introspection, urging us to consider our biases and illusions. When we face the unknown, are we not sometimes conjuring illusions to fill the gaps our minds can't tolerate? Now imagine what else might lie in that desert. Security cameras, motion sensors may hint at more than advanced aviation. Could there be psychological labs or hidden think tanks dissecting the boundaries of human cognition? Each question leads us further into the labyrinth, fueling a curiosity that challenges everything we think we know. Indeed, now consider a vantage point rarely discussed, the moral dimension. Montaigne emphasized the mutable nature of human thought, hinting that we constantly shift our perspectives based on new insights or anxieties. Think about the pilots entrusted with hush-hush missions who later questioned the ethics of cloaking knowledge from the public. Perhaps it's not the alleged crafts that matter most, but the moral weight of secrecy. Could the true pattern interrupt be our realization that concealment shapes how we perceive authority, truth, and trust? For instance, recently disclosed records revealed the lengths to which intelligence agencies went to protect certain black projects. Men in unmarked vehicles would appear at farms neighboring the test sites, politely requesting compliance and silence. One local claimed they threatened to seize his property if he spoke openly about objects he saw rocketing overhead at impossible angles. Montaigne taught us to reflect on the fragility of our convictions, especially when fear and intimidation dictate the narrative. So is it any wonder that so many official statements are designed to misdirect our curiosity? We often accept that governments must have secrets, but rarely do we question how it molds our collective psyche. A swirl of half-answers and anxious hush descends, and in that loop, we might lose our capacity for open inquiry. This is the pivot point. By daring to question the walls of secrecy, we challenge the entire architecture behind them. Remember, Illusions thrive, questions go silent. Picture the dusty roads leading up to the facility, patrolled by solemn guards with unwavering gazes. There's a human element often overlooked amid talk of extraterrestrials. The ordinary workers, scientists, and security personnel who never see the bigger picture themselves. Montaigne nudged us to explore the human heart, recognizing that no one is immune to doubt or wonder. Imagine a scientist finishing a shift at 3 a.m., her mind burdened by top-secret prototypes she can't share with anyone, not even family. That locked-away knowledge shapes her sense of self, fueling tension between her duty and her longing for openness. This emotional tug-of-war is often overshadowed by the spectacle of rumored alien crafts. Yet each worker returns home, carrying fragments of hidden data that might reshape entire fields of science if unleashed. Montaigne believed in the importance of personal reflection, suggesting that heartfelt introspection can crack the facade of collective secrecy. What if each person's silent moral pangs accumulate, eventually pushing for disclosure? Or does fear dominate, ensuring that these revelations remain sealed behind official walls? It's easy to fetishize the sensational aspects, but real people are the backbone of this enigma. Each time you hear about blinking lights in the sky, remember, there's someone inside that base wrestling with the ethics and implications. That quiet burden resonates more powerfully than any rumor, anchoring our empathy in a shared human experience. Reflect on this quietly, yet profoundly. Technology continues to evolve at an exponential pace, and we should ask whether clandestine research at Area 51 has influenced modern innovations. Consider the leaps made in stealth technology, drone warfare, and even artificial intelligence. Montaigne's philosophy reminds us that knowledge is never static. It proves fluid and dynamic, shaped by curiosity and necessity. Behind the barbed wire, brilliant minds may be engineering tools far beyond our everyday comprehension. Isn't it possible that developments in quantum computing or gravitational manipulation are already underway? When the public hears about advanced aircraft capable of near-zero sonic signature, we wonder if that's the tip of the iceberg. Some suspect that experimental propulsion systems could rewrite our understanding of energy and motion. Imagine if breakthroughs there rapidly transform the global balance of power or alter our dependence on finite resources. Montaigne taught that true insight often comes from bridging the gap between skepticism and genuine open-mindedness. We cannot prove what we cannot observe, but we can wonder. Momentum builds as more ex-personnel share cryptic hints. A security contractor might describe labs where reality feels almost malleable. A physicist might hint at micro-wormhole theories. The hush around these disclosures is not accidental. It's the result of carefully orchestrated policies. Underneath it all, a single question echoes. What if the knowledge locked away is not just about craft design, but about harnessing phenomena that shake humanity's foundations for centuries to come? Imagine this. With so many threads, one might hope for a neat resolution. Yet Montaigne reminds us that resolution often lies not in final answers, but in the willingness to keep searching. Perhaps the real pivot arrives when official narratives clash with persistent testimonies. Consider the 1989 claims from Bob Lazar, who spoke of a secret facility named S4 near Area 51, housing advanced propulsion crafts. Debunkers were swift to challenge his credentials, yet his accounts triggered renewed public scrutiny. Could the labyrinth of half-truths be a mechanic of confusion? Reports of secret hangars, underground tunnels, and hidden runways persist. Some ex-contractors talk of nighttime cargo shipments that vanish into sealed chambers. Montaigne argued that humans are capable of self-deception and profound insight, depending on whether we question our illusions. Are these accounts imaginative leaps, or are they fragments hinting at deeper realities? We want a definitive statement, a clarion call that confirms or denies everything. Instead, we wrestle with layers of rumor, unsure where truth really ends. This leads us to the approach of the philosopher, to weigh the intangible evidence, question our reflexes, and embrace the possibility that we may never know everything. And yet, the deeper we probe, the clearer it becomes that the legend of Area 51 is not just about conspiracies or aliens. It is a mirror held up to our collective psyche, revealing how we yearn for hidden truths. After traversing the dusty labyrinth of speculation, science, and secrecy, we stand at a precipice. The deeper we dig into Area 51 lore, the more questions we unearth about human quest to understand. Perhaps the elusive answers rest not in secret vaults, but in the sparks of curiosity, generated each time we confront a puzzle that defies easy explanation. This is not just about hidden aircraft or alleged extraterrestrial encounters. It's about the internal awakening that occurs when we challenge official stories and popular myths alike, seeking a truth that transcends the mundane. If we accept that our reality is layered with vantage points we cannot fully access, then our duty is to probe them sincerely. Montaigne believed that self-reflection leads to wisdom, but only if we allow new perspectives to transform us. So let's do exactly that. Keep asking why, keep exploring possibilities, and keep igniting the conversation, because the real secret is our capacity to wonder. Whether the gates of Area 51 harbor cosmic visitors, advanced weapons, or illusions cultivated for psychological effect, our collective desire to know remains a testament to our restless intellect. Now I challenge you, share your viewpoint. Do you think Area 51 represents an otherworldly gateway, a fortress of next-generation weapons, or a mere reflection of our cultural imagination? Let your voice be heard. Together, let's spark a dialogue that pushes the boundaries of conventional thinking. Like, subscribe, and explore more.